Let's move it on, my friend, to Anfield and Liverpool. Good victory against Bournemouth, 3-1.
Yeah.
Andoni Earle, of course, a new manager for Bournemouth, sets the team a little bit differently now, Rob, where they're very quick out the blocks, high press. They won the ball a couple of times early. Trent has a heavy touch, gives the ball away, and they go up in the game with Semenyo. But after that, Rob, Liverpool kind of found their form, stopped making mistakes, and looked pretty slick in dispatching Bournemouth after that.
Yeah, I'd agree. My notes, as I started, were part of what I see today gives me reason that Liverpool might go close to challenging. Part of what I see now and then needs a bit of a tidy up if they're going to do that. And I would say going forward, Rob, and you got Salah, you got Jota, you got Diaz, you got Gakpo, and you got Szoboszlai in a midfield breaking forward. That's a proper threat. That's top end threat. There's still a little bit of clumsiness, maybe I would say, at the back. Not quite being on top of things. I've included the goalkeeper a little bit in that. Trent, my takeaway with Trent is, in some respects, I think his role needs a little bit more defining to get the best of him. There's times where playing into midfield, he's got to be more aware that that's an area where people are going to shut you down and the game can turn over, Rob. And they've got to be better set up when he does go in there. They've got the defence right. But the good side of Trent is he was involved in most of their good things. He was involved in most of the goals. And when things are ticking with this guy Szoboszlai in midfield, Rob, I'm loving what I'm seeing from him in 2 games. Absolutely loving what I'm seeing from him. So yes, plenty of good things, Rob, but there's still a little bit at that back in those roles when Trent goes in that still hasn't quite been nailed down, and they've got to be tighter in games. Bournemouth could have scored like in the first 60 seconds before they scored and nicked the ball off them, and that press early on was causing a bit of a problem until I think Jurgen Klopp said we woke up, and once they did wake up, then we started to see the Liverpool who we expect to see.
Let me throw this at you, Rob. We know that Liverpool can find big money. They offered over £100 million for Moises Caicedo. Obviously, he decided to go to Chelsea. So they've got some money there. I'll be honest with you. I think Liverpool should go out and buy a legitimate, proper, traditional right back. A right back that absolutely is an excellent defender that gives Jurgen Klopp the option of playing Trent in some of the, in inverted commas, easier games as right back going into midfield. But in certain games, no. Trent, we're going to play somebody else at right back. Now, whether you play in midfield or whether you sit on the bench, that's I'm fine with that. All that being said, right, there was no defensive drama in the second half. And for me, watching Liverpool
we're better,
I know what they're going to do in midfield. I know what they're going to do up front. I mean, Endo, the new Japanese midfield player, we'll see. We'll see how effective he's going to be. 30 minutes, didn't he? But defensively, I know Joe Gomez came on. Did he come on for Trent? I think Joe Gomez came on for Trent late.
It looked like Trent had a bit of a knock or something,
I just think that would be a smart way of using money to give that. I'm not saying that Trent should be out the team because he's a brilliant footballer. We know that. But in certain situations, in certain games, I think Liverpool would benefit from that defensive extra power there. We've seen Man City, Rob, haven't we? We've seen Man City play with 4 centre-backs and be much tougher defensively and go and let the midfield and the attackers do their thing, knowing that they've got 4 brilliant defenders back there. Gvardiol, I thought, looked good as well for Man City, Rob, just briefly going back to there. So, I mean, that's just a take that I think that they would benefit from. The money is there. They've got a holding midfield player. We will see. But I thought they looked strong. There was no defensive drama. Alexis McAllister, Rob, throwing it back to you with the red card, with just a little bit of a clumsy.
Well, what about the penalty? There was two incidents.
Well, go on,
Rob, wasn't there?
You go first.
The penalty. So I thought the penalty.
Szoboszlai, when
probably
he
was a
caught.
penalty. Yeah, Szoboszlai got caught, didn't he? Just inside the box. And it's one of them where there's a bit of contact, and there was a bit of contact, and he goes down, he's inside the box. I thought they kind of got the benefit of the doubt on that one, and you know, you see why it's given. It's one of them, if it wasn't given, would he looked at it and changed his mind? Probably not, but I think having given it, and you saw on the VAR that it was right. I think on the other one, my first feeling was it was a bit harsh, because it looked like it was a mistimed challenge. It wasn't like a malicious straight foot or trying to clear the ball out and clear the fella. But Rob, all that said, in the current climate, if you're that late and you're that high, you're probably going to see a red card. And so because of that, I didn't have an argument with that either.
Yeah. No, that's right. I think I thought the penalty was a bit soft. I mean, you know, we had a meeting again with the PGMOL, the head of referees, before the season starts. Yeah. We have a really nice conference call with the referees, with the Premier League, putting us up to date on different refereeing kind of interpretations. And it was brought up again that, you know, we want penalties to be significant contact in the box. You know, contact doesn't necessarily mean a foul. I just thought that was one of them a little bit. And you know, like you said, if it was given or not given, it's never going to get overturned because it wasn't a clear and obvious error. I thought it was a little bit soft. And same thing with McAllister, a little high, studs are up on the shin. Not a ton of excessive force where he's really going through the player, but I think you said in the current climate, understandable. So good signs, Liverpool. Very good signs for them. Keep going, you know, keep it strong defensively. Just a quick line on Bournemouth, Rob, with a new manager. Different. Again, they're trying to do it a little bit differently. This was not a good day for them. Got outplayed, I think, in most areas. But what do you think quickly on Earle?
I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be competitive, mate. I think the few people had them down to be, you know, part of the relegation. And Tyler Adams, isn't he? Looks like that business is done. And will make them better, mate. That's a good little tidy pickup for Bournemouth, I think. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them a little bit more. You know, if Earle comes with a decent reputation overseas, let's see if we can bring that to the Premier League. But, good day for Liverpool. Good 3 points, gets them up and running. And ahead of a difficult trip next weekend, Rob, they go to St James's Park on the Sunday. So that's going to be a bit more of a test for Liverpool against the Newcastle team who want to get back on the road.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. For even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you over there.